If you are tired of spiraling in thoughts, low in energy, and feeling stuck in your own thoughts, then this video is for you. I am Kitumezi and I let God rewire my mind and everything changed. Welcome to becoming her through Christ. 6 months ago, I gave the Lord my life. I surrendered it all to Him and everything changed. If you've watched my full testimony video, then you know what I'm talking about. And if you've not watched it, please go back to my first video and watch it. So let's get into today's episode. We all know how mindset affects everything: emotions, identity, and habits. In this video, I am going to tell you how I went from overthinking, fear, and self-sabotage to biblical mind shifts, good habits, and spiritual growth. This is not a self-help kind of video, but a God help video. So first thing that you need to recognize is that you are in a mental spiral. And here are a few signs that shows that your mind needs renewing. When you are constantly feeling anxious, when you are constantly overthinking, when you're constantly being in stuck cycles and nothing seems to be working out, when you talk down to yourself. I've also been there, and I know that it's not easy, and somehow you feel like there's nothing you can do, like your life is stuck in constantly being negative. But I'm here to tell you that it's possible. God is there and God will help you through it. So speaking from my personal experience, I have also went through all of those emotions. The society has made me believe that once you've suffered from anxiety, once you've suffered from depression, there's nothing you can do. All you have to do is just drink the anxiety medication, that depression medication. But I was like, enough is enough. I have suffered for years with depression and I'm not going to do it this year. I am not going to go to any mental institute for help. I am going to cry to my maker. And God did indeed come through for me. I started changing my habits. I started crying to God. I remember there was a time I was literally just even praying in my sleep. Like I would, when I start overthinking throughout the night, I would just say, God, I'm starting to overthink. Please take over. I started crying to God, telling Him that these problems that I have now, only He can fix. And definitely He did that. I meditated on Romans 12:2. Your thoughts are not facts. Peace doesn't come from productivity, but it comes from presence. You become what you meditate. Philippians 4, verse 8. When I started tapping into the truth, that is when my mind started renewing. That is when, in quiet moments, I saw God the most. And here are a few habits that I did and still doing that helped me renew my mind. Fasting became my best friend. I started fasting, and I remember before I was fasting just to guilt trip God into giving me or answering my prayers. I would say desperate times call for desperate measures. That is what I was using fasting for. But now that my mind is renewed, I know that I'm fasting to grow closer to God. I am fasting to get clarity from God. I fast for different reasons and healthier biblical reasons. I started listening to worship music. I would make sure that I worship every day. When I'm feeling down, when I'm feeling sad, when I'm crying, I was worshiping. I used to listen to and still to listen to sermons and devotional sermons. Shout out to my girl Sarah Roberts. If it wasn't for her, oh, I don't know where I would be. She truly saved me and truly saved my mental health. I started having a Christian girl mental health routine, and that is when I used to, and still do. I don't know why I keep on saying used to, because I still do. That is where I say my true affirmations, where I say that I am fearfully and wonderfully made. I was also telling myself that if the Lord can do it for the dry bones, then He can do it for me. I am made in the image of God. So basically, there's no way that He doesn't love me. I always reminded myself that God is love and God loves me. And He loves me so much that He gave me His only Son to die on the cross for me. Woo! We are special, I'm telling you guys. So I also did like a prayer corner. Woo, that is my favorite place on earth. I did a prayer corner, and I also had this thing where I would put my prayers, like things I pray for, on sticky notes and hang it in my prayer corner. I did that because I wanted to make sure that I believe in God subconsciously and consciously. Because the word says that if you pray with thanksgiving, then the Lord will definitely bless you. So I knew that I didn't want to pray for those things again, because I had already prayed for them and I know that the Lord will answer me. So putting them on the wall was always a reminder for me that you've already prayed for that. Just be patient, just be still. The Lord will answer you, because God's timing is the only timing. What we want, when, what, it does not matter. I grew closer to God. God did not only fix my thoughts, but He renewed my mind. And this is who I am now. I am completely transformed. I have so much confidence. I have so much peace. I have so much clarity. And that clarity was actually what has driven me to start this channel, to share my story, and hopefully to inspire a whole lot of young women to never give up and continue believing in God, because He is there and He wants the best for us. God gives the warmest hugs ever. Now you can't tell me nothing. That's how much God has literally changed my life and made me the person that I am now. I am totally a different person now. If something happens or unforeseen circumstances come up about, I just pray about it. I'm just like, no weapon from the gates which shall prosper, and I keep it moving. And it took a lot of work to get here, but I'm so grateful to be where I am now. I'm so grateful to have God present in my life. If you are feeling stuck mentally and spiritually, I'm telling you now, you don't have to stay there. God is always ready to renew your mind. So if you were waiting for that sign, this is your sign. Let Him in. Invite God, and I promise you, your whole life will change. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment what you letting go of this week. I promise to read all your comments. And I pray that God really touches everyone that is watching this video. God really reminds everyone who He is. I pray that God quiets the thoughts of those that need to quiet down. I pray that God really, really, really helps everyone be still. And I pray that more and more people become born again and really trust in Him and always have faith in Him. I love you guys. Bye. Catch you on the next video.